Attorneys Lindsey Grant and Jonathan Powell of Grant, Powell and Company said they will fight a default judgment against them, saying they deny the allegations of the lawsuit. The suit was filed by Tanzania Tobin Tanzil, their former client, who claimed that a sum of US $460,000 was misappropriated by the law firm. It is understood that the money in question related to a condominium purchase under the Citizenship by Investment program. In the October 28, 2019 ruling, entered in the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Justice Eddie Ventos refused to set aside the default judgment. The judgment states the defendant's request was premature as judgment had not been carried out at the time the application to set aside was entered. The judge ruled that the monies are to be returned to the client plus interest as well as damages sought by the claimant, which is still to be determined. The statement issued by Grant and Powell indicates that the judgment is being appealed and they have denied all allegations of wrongdoing. In part, the statement reads, quote, "We continue to vigorously defend this matter and will do so to the full extent of the law," end quote. Another section reads in part, quote, "We expect to be fully vindicated at the end of this process," end quote. Glenn Barth for Skn Newsline. 68 persons from various tourism-oriented businesses in the Federation were awarded certification under the Virgin Holidays Heartfelt Guest Care Program completed at the Royal St. Kitts Resort on Tuesday, 12 November. Virgin Holidays, the major sponsor of the Guest Care Program, is considered in the industry as one of the largest and most successful long-haul scheduled tour operators in the UK, offering services to hundreds of destinations, including those in the Caribbean. Minister of Tourism Lindsey Grant told the participants that excellent service to visitors is important to sustain and build a strong tourism industry and commended Virgin Holidays for bringing their expertise to St. Kitts and Nevis.
Please bear in mind that visitors are coming to our island expecting an authentic Kittitian and Nevisian experience. An authentic Kittitian and Nevisian experience. And so the well-educated, internationally traveled individuals, quite often sporting a relatively high level of discretionary income, this is increasingly the profile of our guests, who are looking for unique experiences that will expose them to our people, to our food, to our entertainment, our scenic beauty, and our natural environment. And to combine with our exquisite Kittitian and Nevisian charm, we have all of the above and so much more that will definitely add value to every guest experience. And so I see, for the 65 plus of you who are here, I want on your behalf to again thank Virgin Holidays for doing what I believe is an essential part of this industry. Training. Because when you travel, you want to have an experience that is welcoming. Servers who are smiling at you, and an absolute fabulous opportunity when you travel.
Meanwhile, Carolyn Garishaw Hurley, Virgin Holidays Caribbean manager, said inclusivity and quality service must be hallmarks of Caribbean tourism.
We really want to make sure that all of our partners from across the Caribbean are ready and equipped to take on all of our customers. We have a diverse range of customers, from everything from single travellers, single dads, single mums, gay families, all sorts of religions and backgrounds. We want to make sure that St. Kitts and Nevis and everyone across the Caribbean is really ready to accept everybody that comes on holiday and provides them with true heartfelt guest care.
According to Hurley, working together in Caribbean tourism is important for success in a competitive industry. Glenn Barth for Skn Newsline. The introduction of the route optimization program is perhaps the major highlight of 2019 operations, said Ms. Ainita Lake, the collections manager at the Solid Waste Management Corporation. The route optimization program introduced twice-weekly garbage collection in all residential areas of St. Kitts. The intention is to ensure that residential neighborhoods are kept as clean as possible. It's a program, Ms. Lake said, that has generated positive feedback.
People are happy to see the truck coming through. People are happy to know that they don't have all this amount of garbage on the premises, because, we're trying to eliminate, like I said, mosquitoes and rodents and all as much as possible. And so one of the ways to do that is to actually get the place clean up, and solid waste, is there to get that done.
However, Lake said the truck drivers and loaders are still encountering issues that hinder their ability to make collections in some areas.
They have been encountering a lot of challenges in terms of persons still, not adhering to the rules in terms of moving their vehicles out of the street on the day of collection. People are still parking in a way that obstructing the trucks. As a result of that, you find some of the areas may not even get collect. Some of the street we might have had to avoid going into the street that specific day once there is any sort of obstruction.
Meanwhile, Lake is reminding citizens and residents to cooperate with collectors and to respect the service providers.
We are trying to really help you. We're providing a service that is beneficial to all. It is beyond just an ordinary service. It's a service that it is needed in every way. Because nobody wants garbage in their possession. And so if we are coming out to you, and I'd like them to and also treat our collectors with respect. These guys are important workers, because if for just 1 week garbage isn't collected, it make headline, because a person would not be happy. And so we're saying, if they're coming out, work with them, and we will definitely work with you to make sure we clean up our community. Our mandate is to keep St. Kitts clean, and we want to make sure that we're on top of it, and we want to make sure that people are satisfied and happy.
She hinted that more initiatives are on the way in 2020. Going back for Skn Newsline.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
Now you can have Skn Newsline on the go. Introducing Skn Newsline Android mobile app. Search Skn Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch your news reports, watch our live news feed on Skn Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The Skn Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today.
One of the most important factors in real development is how well a country manages and disposes of garbage generated from residential and commercial properties. The Solid Waste Management Corporation, SWMC, is a key player in the handling of residential or household garbage and its proper disposal at the landfill. Many employees are engaged in the process, involving mechanics, drivers, collectors, supervisors, and managers to ensure that the country's household waste, in particular, is effectively handled and disposed of. Here's what 3 SWMC frontline employees have to say about the work and their experiences. Meet Lynn Taylor, the driver, Dale Eddy, the mechanic, and James Douglas, the collector, as they share their thoughts and the issues they face on the front line. Lynn Taylor described his work as important in helping to keep the country clean, but Lynn also talks about the most troublesome situations he finds while on the job.
I am a chauffeur. I'm working here for about 9 years now. People parking funny, people parking their cars close to one another. Sometimes you can't go through. People parking by lampposts. You know the days when your collection is supposed to collect, park a car on one side of the road. Because if you go and the road block up, you leave a garbage until the next time.
Dale Eddy is a mechanic at SWMC, but he is also involved in the removal of derelict vehicles around the island. He has been with the SWMC for the past 15 years and talks about his role and the difficulties he has encountered in the removal of derelict vehicles, and he does so with a sense of humor.
Well, sometimes when I go pick up them vehicles, there'll be some real things like picking them up is the angle I have to go into. Sometimes they wait on some electric wires. That'll be some real difficult for me there with them. Picking up them vehicles, you got to be real careful. You got a lot of honeybees like to be in them. Last week, Wednesday, I got stung by some honeybees. But I just love picking them up for people, and people like to know some derelict vehicles move from around the areas.
James Douglas is a collector working on one of SWMC's trucks. He comes across some trying situations on a regular basis, he said, and wants people to package their household waste properly.
I pick up woman thing where they don't take off. I take up dead rat, all kind of thing. Million of worms inside the pan and a lot of water. And people them need to bore the bin. For when rain come, they full, we can't lift them up, they're heavy. So that is a problem. And the coconut them, when the people then got the coconut, they just throw them in the pan. So we make, and the underneath in the pan, put some little jabbies pan the top, when we lift them up, it's heavy. You can't even, one man can't lift it up. 2 and 3 man sometimes go can lift them up. So we got a problem with that. Some people will just come and throw down the pan them there, and the bags, some of them have hole in them. So when we lift it up, the weight with other things in them, when we do so, they throw it on the ground. So we have to come and pick them back up still. So some people don't do it good and some people don't do it good at all. And when they come with the garbage, they must come and prepare them good into a good container. Not when the fellows then come with the truck, they have problem by throwing them out. We have to, so up to this morning, we have to take up about maybe about a ton other things from out the ground. Small things where they had in a plastic. Because you don't whip up already and you know, you weak. How do you do so? They drop out.
The message is clear. Everyone needs to play their part to achieve the most efficient and effective means to collect and dispose of household waste. Glenn Bark for Skn Newsline.
The Sugar Boys are gearing up for a very big encounter in the CONCACAF Nations League as they take on Grenada at the Warner Park Football Stadium. Coach of the St. Kitts Nevis national team, Claudio Kaimi, at the end of a mid-morning training session earlier this week at the Warner Park, said his players are ready to take on the task of beating Grenada in a must-win game on Thursday.
Well, we're trying to work hard. We didn't have all the players as we wanted in the beginning, but I think now these last 3-4 days we're going to work and prepare the game the best way we can.
What do you think are our chances against Grenada? I know they did beat us the last time around in Grenada, but they're coming here now.
Yeah, but I trust we have enough capacity to turn it over, and I think we're going to take the 3 points that we need to assume the possibility and make it a bigger possibility to get to the Gold Cup.
Coach Kaimi stressed the importance of getting the team in a position to qualify for the Gold Cup, which is one of the main goals of the tournament.
I believe they are decisive, but we have to be ready. We have to work. There is a long way to go, But I think it could be very, very important if we can qualify or at least to get into the playoff. That's the goal we have.
Meanwhile, the coach is calling on fans to come out and support the Sugar Boys.
Well, I hope they will follow us. We need all the support that they can give, and be sure that with the instruments we have, we're going to make the best we can to win these two games.
St. Kitts and Nevis will play Grenada on Thursday at 3 p.m. at the Warner Park Football Stadium. Tickets cost $20 EC across the board, whether in the stands or the bleachers, and each attendee will get a bottle of drinking water free of cost, courtesy of the SKNFA. After this match, the Sugar Boys will next compete against French Guiana in the final match of the CONCACAF Nations League for 2019.
Commercial signs, decal printing, canvas prints, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our #1 priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune in for Caribbean music and programs, news, sports, entertainment, vibrant discussions, and much more. Tune into programs like Get Up Mornings with Carl D. Springett, live on weekday mornings. Let's Talk St. Kitts and Nevis with Andre Huey. The Caribbean News Hour and The Quiet Storm with Magic Man. Tune into great music to inspire you each day, only on Voice of the Caribbean Radio at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net or on our Android mobile app in the Google Play Store. Just search Voice of the Caribbean. We're also on TuneIn Radio. Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check our website for program listings.
For all your printing needs at top-notch quality, go to Digital Print Plus, located on Princess Street, Bastyr, St. Kitts. At Digital Print Plus, you get the best in business cards, letterheads, envelopes, wristbands, tent cards, rack cards, flyers, brochures, logo designs, posters, photos, architectural designs, 3D renderings, and so much more. Digital Print Plus gives you the best quality at competitive prices. Contact us at 767-7468 or email digitalprintskn@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at Digital Print SKN. Digital Print Plus, for all your printing needs at the best quality.